So, I started a massive open online course, a MOOC on Coursera, and it's on positive psychology, which is really a good thing, something I need more of in my life. And I've gotten through the first week, which has been interesting. Watched some videos, had to comment, reflect and recollect things, do a required reading, take a quiz, and now do a homework assignment. And the homework assignment was to pick one of the 10 positive emotions Professor Barbara Fredrickson at UNC Chapel Hill talked about and discussed in the course, the first lecture. And the word I picked was joy because I just don't have enough of it in my life, and I am working very hard at finding ways to get more of it in my life. And they wanted you to make like a storyboard or a collage or whatever they call those boards where um, they you pin all the things on the board, or I suppose you could do it on Instagram, where you show up gives you joy. And of course there are lots of things I would show, but right now, and I've never done this before, but I'm doing it now, trying to. I went to a Mardi Gras party tonight in the neighborhood. Wonderful neighbors, Richard and Sally, who lived in New Orleans or are from New Orleans both, and have a Mardi Gras party every year. And people really get done up, and I generally never do. And they wear costumes, and the host and hostess are always pretty splendid in their attire. And I just go, and sometimes I get a little dressed up. But anyway, this year I thought, okay, if I were really feeling joyful to go and have a really good time, what would I do? And my husband kindly brought down some leftover Mardi Gras beads we had in the house, plastic beads, that they throw around. Not really at Mardi Gras, but what we think of as Mardi Gras. Anyway, I decided, no, I didn't want to wear that. I have so much bejeweled stuff that I never wear. My mother certainly had a ton. My sister-in-law, my sister, my friend Shirley always sent me baubles and things. So what I did was I just got dressed up and wore real stuff, my own stuff, which is of course costume jewelry, but A-okay. So I'm going to go through it with you, or maybe not. I'll do it and then probably edit it out. And we'll start with the splendiferous jacket we have on, which is clearly from the 80s. Lovely, sequined, beaded. My sister bought it for me. We found it in a thrift store. I think it was that Paws. I can't think of the name of them. Anyway, it's a thrift store that's dedicated to animals in like Burlingame or San Jose, California. She lived in Foster City, and no, it wasn't there. But anyway, it was in California. We went to a thrift store. They had a boutique section, and this jacket was there. And my sister said, "You have to get that jacket." And I said, "No, that's crazy." And she said, "No, I want to show you the back of it. I hope you can see the back." And she said, "You really have to get that jacket, that coat." And I said, "No, that's crazy. I'm not going to wear something that much." And it was $18, which then to me was a lot. You can see I can't tell what's right and left here. Anyway, so so she said, "No, no, no, look, you're going to Studio 54 and you're going to all these dressy things. You should get glammed up." So for $18, she bought it for me. I certainly wore it many, many, many times in the 80s and 90s. And then it kind of dropped off, and then I really didn't have very fancy places to go to. And then once in a while, I would loan it to someone to wear for a really dressy thing or for a party, a costumey thing. And I lent it to my friend Nancy. And but there it was, so I yanked it down. And now I'm going to just say all the stuff I have on. These are junky, but big bobbly earrings that went with a necklace for something else. My friend Lynn just recently gave me this fairly beautiful silver choker she bought in Turkey many years ago and didn't want anymore. These beads, I can't see them. My daughter gave me. They're blue and glass, and this is my mother's quite lovely green and pearl. This is the back of it, or it could be the front of it. My mother had a number of things like this. Clear crystal, sorry, I'm bad at this. But anyway, these are I can't say. My friend Nancy made me this necklace, this copper wire with the green stone like sea glass and the black. You can't see the other black thing, and I'm so bad at knowing what's right and left. I'm doing the exact opposite. Yeah, okay. Pearls from China that were a present from the parents of a student at the school where my husband works. These colorful beads from Stresa in Italy at Lake Maggiore. And then these great pins. My friend Shirley, who died, Shirley Sender, who I adored, would always send me things, and she sent me this great pin, and it has the letter M on it for me. And this, when she died, her best friend Nancy, one of the Nancys, gave me this scimitar, which is a sword, and then I have a bracelet on that also has an M that Shirley sent me not that long ago for my birthday. I'm looking for that sweet M. Yeah. All these bracelets come from assorted places. My sister-in-law's stash, my mother-in-law's presents, my sister's partners, my sister-in-law, all these people, most of these people have died. But I just felt really good, and I wore all this, and people were very surprised. And oh, I took off some this bracelet, which was I found in my sister-in-law's stuff, but it doesn't look like her, and I like it. And this one from my sister-in-law's best friend, college roommate, that was beaded and sparkly and nice. Yeah. Anyway, I guess I had a fair amount of joy tonight. I enjoyed myself at the party, talked to a lot of people, was happy with what I brought for the appetizer, Persian olives, ate some good food, had meaningful conversation with a few people, and connected to people that I don't normally connect to. So I guess that's something that really gives me a lot of joy. The ability to connect with another person on what seems to me to be a level of intimacy, whether it's someone I know really well or someone that I'm just stuck at a bus stop with in Manhattan when it's 25 degrees and the bus isn't in sight. And that's connection I continue to look for in my life. Well, part one of Finding Joy.